not every opportunity is a good opportunity. You may be stepping into a great time for yourself, especially when it comes to the value that you're here to bring to this earth. But you are being called to be emotionally grounded, not to let status go to your head, not to let numbers go to your head, not to let people's names or status or whatever you want to call it. Let that stuff go to your head, because that's going to cause you to be bound. Okay. Once you are allowing yourself to see a good opportunity, it's always important that you master your emotions about it. You need to learn really the truth of what it means to go without, so that when you come into blessings, you know how to manage them. Otherwise, you're going to scatter them, because you're going to be restrained in your thought process because of someone else's clout or status or whatever else you deem to be important beside your connection with the Most High God. You're moving into a place called the Promised Land. Okay? And it's not because of what you have. You can lose every fucking thing you have. You can lose everything. You need to be able to know who the fuck you are with nothing. That's literally the energy. You want to get there? Do you want to get there? That's going to be lifetimes, eternal abundance, generational wealth. But you need to be able to go without in order to go within, so that you know where your true wealth is. You hearing this in your spirit? You need to learn how to go without so that you can go within, so that you can realize for yourself where your true wealth is. See, value is not found in materials alone. First of all, it's found in the imaginative mind that produced them. See, we didn't always have iPhones on the earth. It just wasn't like that. If you want to say we did, then they were stuck in the mountains because the steel had not been yet mined. The aluminum had not yet been mined. The coltan had not yet been mined. But it took a mind to recognize how they could use these conductive materials to create something called this iPhone that you're holding in your hand that Steve Jobs was focused on. So where does the value live? Is it in the phone you're holding in your hand, or is it in the mind that knows what to hold? You need to learn how to hold value on the Lord, hold value on your I am, hold value in the higher self. Because that is where you find mental clarity. That is where you find spiritual vision. That is where you find insight and awareness, ability. Greater is he that is within you than he that is in the world. Whatever he that's in the world includes people, places, and things. Greater is the presence of the Most High God, who is walking around as you, than anyone you meet in the world, and any item that you find, anything. You cannot be bought with materials. God gave his whole life with eternity to pay for yours. What did he do? He sacrificed himself and made himself an individualized person. Just same way he did with Yeshua, he did the same with you. Just so that you be here right now seeing himself as me. And I'm talking to himself as you. So make sure you know where your help comes from. That's all I'm telling you. Because if you think it comes from people, what you have and materials, then you're going to get bound when you start losing shit. See, this is the issue with, I would say, materials for the sense of the word. When you don't have them and you're not rooted and grounded in something greater, you feel like you don't have nothing. That is the worst lie you could tell yourself. Because this world is called a world because it's always turning. So yes, you can come into money. But if you don't manage it, guess what? You could come out of it. So how are you going to occupy your awareness of who you are once you have it? It should be even stronger when you don't have it. Because once you get it, you could lose it, in the sense that you can be called to invest it. You could be called to use it. You can be called to risk everything for the business, risk everything for the next goal. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you need to know the value that you are beyond everything about anything else in this world. Beyond all the TV shows, beyond all the reality game shows, beyond everything, gang. This is called standing on business. People say standing on business is like, oh, when you're interacting with others and you tell the truth, you're honorable and you're dignified and you're a strong character, a person of character. You should be doing that shit anyways. Standing on business is the most important when nobody's around. Because you need to act like God's watching everything, because he is. And you need to act like you are one God watching yourself. So you're just honorable because that's who you are. It's not because somebody, it's not because of nothing. It's because of me. I am this honor. I am this God energy. I am this Christ conscious embodiment. I am this dignified individual. I am this intellectual. I am this clairvoyant. I am this aware. I am all the clairs. Let's be clear. So with that being said, that's your message. Just preparing you for the greatness that it already is. If you want to get a reading with me, all the information is below. Anything else you want me to share with them? Father God. As above, so it is below. When you know where your help comes from, you are a person that helps himself. Talk to you next time, gang.